team here started from
It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Dwight Howard in this one?
Really a physical, imposing player, Kevin, and he brings that to bear at every opportunity. He's never someone to back down, and especially when the intensity ramps up. I mean, he seems to throw his weight around and just bring that energy that you need.
And Steve, near the bucket, he's one of the best finishers around. I mean, he does a great job of using his strong body to fight through contact and get to the rack.
Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against the Bucks. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
And I think everybody who was at that game would agree it was their defense that really won it for them.
Yeah, they were all over the place, flying all over the court on D. The kind of hustle that pays off big time for you.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kevin McHale.
He said that they will be focusing a lot of their defensive effort into slowing down Carmelo Anthony. I asked him for specifics, and he said, Melo is such a dynamic player, there really isn't any single thing we'll do that will be the answer. Instead, we're just going to throw everything we have at him and see how he handles it. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Spurs in San Antonio.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
And here is Lynn after the three-pointer from Lee. Parsons passes to Lynn. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Houston shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Well, they've been a relatively poor free throw shooting team, about 72% as a unit.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on. This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Harden on the wing. He's guarded by Knight. Shot clock at 6. Harden dishes to Asik. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Asik's got his first bucket in this one. And so it's New York with it, trailing by 2. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Well, and they got the better of them that game, I thought, by forcing turnovers. Their defense was terrific, and they were able to get out in transition and get some easy hoops.
Lynn's shot is off.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Wasted no time on that one.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
The Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Getting in the passing lanes, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers. I mean, you got to do it.
That's a must if you're going to be a good defensive team. Good perimeter defense can cause a lot of headaches and problems for the offense. That's why those defenders are in such high demand.
Knight with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And it's Lee penetrating. And that one's good. Lee's got his second basket of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Knight against Lynn. Harden outside. Fires from deep. Gets it to go. Harden's got his first 3 points of the game. Knicks trailed by 3. Knight gets a screen from Lee. Knight kicks to Lee. He dishes it to Carmelo. Rejected by Parsons. And he recovers it. Back to Lee. Pass to Knight from past the arc. The rebound by Harden.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one. Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Here's Knight. After the made shot from Parsons, Knight passes to Lee.
These fans are in full voice. They just can't get enough of him.
And Steve, it's well-deserved. He's given them plenty to cheer about.
Now here's Lynn. An 11-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Lee with the steal. And now here's Lee, the fast break opportunity. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside, Lynn. Harden up top. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
Lee sets a screen for Knight. Lee outside. Now Chandler inside. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Parsons against Knight. Here's Lynn. Gets the bucket. Lynn's got 9.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Lee sets a screen for Knight. Lee up top. Doubled by Parsons. Here's the 3, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Lee. Lee's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Lynn dishes to Harden. He kicks it to Howard. The jump hook. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Howard's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Knight kicks to Lee. Outside Anthony. Back to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Carmelo. The 3. Again, the miss by Anthony. Houston leading by 3. Tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Well, we've got a second, so we'll bring up a list of shooting guards that have been red hot at the free throw line over the past month. You look at Lee, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic. And, of course, James Harden, 2 behind him.
Yeah, this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's an automatic 3-point play.
And you know what, Steve? Even if some calls go against them, you know, as a coach, you can accept it because when the calls go their way, they're automatic. Cash money at the stripe, ATM time. So it more than makes up for the charge calls they might get whistled for.
Now, here is Knight. After Jeremy Lin's miss, and it's Stoudemire missing.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Shot off the pick, and the rejection by Stoudemire. A Sheik, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Lee. 17 points in his last outing.
Complete domination. What a game for Lee. He's already up to 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
So for the Rockets, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Howard. James Anderson comes in for Omer Ashe. And it's Felton in for Jeremy Lin.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Now here's Felton. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio. And here's Harden for 3. Another miss by Harden.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 5. Knicks trail by 5. And Udrih kicks to Lee. He feeds it to Bargnani. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Bargnani's got his first 2 points of the night. Outside, Felton. Passes it to Harden. Anderson outside. Connects from three-point range. Anderson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
Doubled by Anderson. Lee passes to Udrih. Back to Lee. Rejected by Hawes. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for James Harden. An incredible last month for him. You see where
the Knicks have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. So on the floor for Houston. Harden out on the wing with Garcia. Parsons playing at power forward with Dwight Howard in the middle. And it's Lin in at point guard. The drive by Lee. Smith for 3. No good. The Rockets go the other way with it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, guys. Champ in their last game against the Bucks played just phenomenally. He dropped in 17 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. He seemed to be everywhere on the floor the entire time and really was the star of the show, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
Well, let's just say he was really good. You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. It gave him a wide open look there.
Chandler against Lin. Doubled by Lee. Harden kicks to Howard. It's Harden with the drive. Back to Howard. Shot clock at 3. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Thunder. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, the Rockets. They're just sitting one spot down, right on their heels.
You know, checking out the Rockets, they've been just as tough as everybody expected coming into this season. I mean, one of the teams with a legit chance in my mind.
Oh, look out!
Wow. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Houston leading by 9. Lin a screen on Smith. It's Harden with the drive. Parsons, he's guarded by Knight. Lin fires. Rebound by Anthony.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Knight gets a screen from Lee. Knight kicks to Anthony. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
On the wing, Harden, covered by Smith. It's Harden with the drive. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Tyson Chandler.
You know, nobody responds to end-of-game pressure like this guy. That's what comes to mind immediately for me. He's hit some monumental shots in his career, and some guys just embrace the moment at the end of the game. That's him.
And, Steve, you know, his ability to come in and rattle off 10, 20 points in no time flat, that's a gift and a real asset for any team. Some guys need a while to get going, not him.
Houston making a switch here. Pause is checked in. Knicks trail by 8. Knight dishes to Lee. Pass to Bargnani. and he uses the glass on the layup. Bargnani's got his second bucket of the night.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
Outside, Felton. The dish now to Lynn. No good. Excellent D there from Brandon Knight. Knicks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Lee outside. Feeds to Bargnani, and he lays it straight in. Now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And stolen by Knight. Lee in the posts, defended by Lynn. Lee passes to Carmelo. Lee sets a screen for Anthony. Smith kicks to Lee. 5 to shoot. The feed to Knight. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
But they get it back. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Parsons got 5.
This is really the story of the game here. They've been excellent from behind the arc.
Knight dishes to Lee. Smith outside, back to Lee. New York needs to get off a shot. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Lee. 6 points for J.R. Smith. Outside, Lynn. Kicks it to Hawes. Harden outside. A floater, and it's good. He's got 9. In the second half of the season, this group of teams has really heated up from beyond the arc. Number 1, the Knicks.
This team seems to have gotten better shooting the ball as the season has gone on. I just think they're in a great offensive groove right now.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Rockets lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's a good one going out in New York. Glad to have you with us for our halftime show. A strong first half for the Rockets. They're certainly playing up to the high standard
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
I think like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Anthony, Stoudemire, and Chandler, they're from line. Champ out there with Brandon Knight. That's the 5 for New York right now. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Here's what the schedule says for the New York Knicks and what it looks like. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
A lot of fans focused on that matchup for San Antonio.
It's stolen by Stoudemire. To tie. No good. And Houston the other way now. The pass to Lynn. Shot from 16, and it's Houston with another. Here's Knight. Lee, a screen on Lynn. Knight kicks to Lee. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Lee in the posts, defended by Parsons. Out to Anthony. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And Champ gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Howard, the pass to Harden. Lee with the block. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
And now a look at Dwight Howard. Some stats on him. Since the break, he's been simply stellar out there. Second in field goal percentage, sixth in rebounding. And he's in the top 10 in the league in blocked shots per game, so he's a real force in the paint defensively.
And let's look at his phenomenal field goal percentage again, Steve. I mean, that's really a function of good teammates, a good system, but most of it is just taking good shots and making most of them.
It's Harden with the drive. Goes up from the top of the key. Another miss by Harden.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Anthony kicks to Knight. New York moving it around. Lee in the posts. Working on Ashik. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Houston in the lead, and Parsons kicks to Howard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Tremendous output from Howard. 8 rebounds, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
And the second free throw, good. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Knight gets a screen from Lee. Knight dishes to Chandler. Lee. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Lee's got 4 this quarter.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
And that one's good. 13 points here for Lynn.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Now, here is Knight, averaging 19 points per contest. Anthony's shot is off.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Lynn's shot is off.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Stoudemire left side. That's good. Stoudemire's got his second bucket tonight. Houston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Lee against Harden. Outside, Lynn. Off target from three-point range. New York's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Lee, a screen on Harden. Anthony with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Knocks it loose. He passes it to Ashik. He dishes it to Lynn, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And Parsons kicks to Lynn. Pass to Harden. Harden gets a screen from Howard. Lynn against Knight. Parsons on the wing. Just 3 to shoot. And he knocks down the jumper. Parsons got 7. For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Lee sets a screen for Knight. And Harden comes to help. Lee with the ball. He's got 16. Here's Chandler, and he converts the layup.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the board.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Lynn kicks to Howard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Omer Ashik. He doesn't get the second one.
That one miss could hurt them. I mean, there's a big difference between being up 1 and being up 2.
Here's Lee. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Outside, Lynn. He kicks it to Parsons. Fires the three. Gets it to go. Parsons got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And the rejection by Harden. And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for... Here's Ashik, covered by Anthony. Ashik, the pass to Felton. Right side, Felton. Lock at 6. Kanan kicks to Harden. Shoots from the elbow. No good from Kanan.
That's a shot he's got to hit. I mean, you don't get too many better looks from that range.
Lee gets the bucket.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Rockets leading by 5. Kanan, the pass to Harden. Lee with the steal. Throws down the breakaway jam.
He threw down that 360 like it was no problem at all. That's insane skill.
The guys on the bench are just falling all over themselves.
Yeah, they loved it.
One of the plays of the year, possibly.
Harden dishes to Ashik. He feeds it to Felton. Pass to Harden. 6 to shoot. Here's Kanan. That 3 off the mark. New York's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And Lee with the stuff.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Kanan kicks to Felton. Poked loose. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. Kanan, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. That's a jump ball. And so here is Houston. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And Harden with the stuff.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
Hardaway kicks to Stoudemire. Lee dishes it to Carmelo. He nails it, and we're tied up. Anthony's got 17.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Harden the pass to Hawes. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Hawes got 4 this quarter. New York's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Hardaway for 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yep, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Felton off the pick from Ashik. Back to Felton. Houston moving it around. Kanan kicks to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kanan, guarded by Hardaway. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt.
So for the Rockets, Howard comes in for Spencer Hawes. And Chandler Parsons in for Omer Ashik. Knight dishes to Stoudemire. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, he's become one of the most dependable free throw shooters around, about 82% on the year.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Outside, Lynn. Howard. He's guarded by Chandler. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got 4 this quarter. Here's New York. They're on a 14-6 run. Lynn against Knight. Lee, a screen on Lynn. Knight passes to Stoudemire. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
We're at the end of the third.
Next Tuesday night, March 17th.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
You know, adding to that, Steve, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
A moment now to reset the lamps. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Houston. Manning the backcourt, Jeremy Lin along with James Harden. Parsons playing at power 4 with Dwight Howard in the middle. And it's Williams at the 3. And that one's good, Anthony.
He's gutsy. That's what I really respect about him. It seems like the more pressure there is, the more he enjoys the moment. So he is the guy you want taking the big shot at the end of a game.
And one of his other great qualities, Steve, is his quick trigger off the dribble. I mean, he can get his shot off in an instant, a nanosecond.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Lee kicks to Chandler. Rejected by Howard. And it's Houston on the break. Williams leading the charge, and the shot is good. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Lee sets a screen for Knight, and Harden comes to help. Lee goes in. Pass to Stoudemire. That's tipped. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
Good job here in the second half. They're doing a really solid job of pounding that ball inside, and they're being intentional about it. And that's the way you succeed, getting that ball inside.
Omer Ashe, he's checked in for the Rockets. Harden dishes to Lynn. Harden kicks to Parsons. Feeds it to Howard. Chandler on him. Fades and shoots. And Howard with the nice bucket inside.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Mike Woodson was giving to his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Lee passes to Knight. The dish to Stoudemire. Back to Knight. Gives him the lead pass, and it's sent back by Howard. Harden outside. Harden gets a screen from Ashe. Harden dishes to Ashe. Left side, Lynn. It goes straight through with the swish. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Right side, Lin. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. Lee with the ball. And it's Lin picking him up. Stoudemire against Parsons. Here's Lee. Some solid defense there from Lin. Rockets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and then Ashe with the dunk.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Knight kicks to Chandler. Lee outside. Knocked away. Anthony, the pass to Lee. Back to Anthony. Will it go? Kept alive by New York. Lee outside. Stoudemire left side. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers when there's not a hand in his face. He'll knock those down all day.
Lynn kicks to Harden. Now the feed to Howard. The pass to Lynn. 6 on the shot clock. Knight grabs the board. New York trailing. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Now, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Lynn dishes to Harden. And now, here's Lee. The fast break opportunity. And Knight slams it in.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Lynn's shot is off.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable. Well, he stopped the dunk there. That was about the only play he could make.
Well, you don't like the foul, but you don't like to give up an easy dunk either.
First one falls for him. The Rockets making a switch here. Felton's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. Rockets trail by 5. Kicks to Harden. They need this. That's good. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Lee, a screen on Felton. Knight passes to Chandler. From the baseline. It's rebounded by Parsons. Parsons got his 5th rebound in this one. He dishes it to Howard. Felton. Pass to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Parsons' shot is off. For New York, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Lee.
Wow. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Harden can't hit.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Lee sets a screen for Knight. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Now it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
Every time it gets scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Felton off the pick from Howard. Felton goes in, out of bounds. New York takes possession. New York with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Lee kicks to Stoudemire, and that is good. Stoudemire's got 4 points this quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Now Howard. He kicks to Ush. On the wing, Harden. Parsons outside. 5 on the clock. From downtown, hits it to go.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
New York leading by 5. Lee, a screen on Felton. Knight dishes to Chandler. He feeds it to Lee. Back to Chandler. He passes to Lee. Dishes it to Knight. The tray, and the basket good. Knight's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
Well, he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up there. 4 for 4 shooting here in the quarter.
Passes it to Usher. On the wing, Harden. Launches a 3. Lee with the block. Anthony, the pass to Knight. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. And it's a 10-point Knicks lead.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Feeds it to Ush. He's against Stoudemire. Shoots from the post. Ushik, no good. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 19-6 run. Knight kicks to Anthony. Anthony right side. Stolen by Harden. One-on-one fast break. Felton dishes to Harden. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Some good numbers for Harden. 18 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense putting on a fantastic performance.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Raymond Felton. New York leading by 8. Lee sets a screen for Knight. On the wing, Chandler. Chandler right side. Knight for 3. And the shot is good.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points. I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Lee passes to Knight, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Here's Stoudemire. Great tee that time from Usher.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Harden kicks to Usher. Back to Harden. The dish to Usher. Outside, Lin. Block at 6. Harden outside. Tries from 10. Anthony with the block. Anthony right side. Stoudemire kicks to Lee. Some nice passing by New York here. 11 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Harden dishes to Lin. Back to Harden.
What a throw down there. Man!
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Knight kicks to Lee. Outside Anthony. Anthony off a pick from Lee. Anthony with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Knight for 3. James Harden with the rebound. Houston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. using his post move to get the 2 points. New York shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Stolen by Harden.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. No good from Cannon. Lee goes in. Excellent D there from Garcia. Now here's Williams. Pars up top. Lets the 3 fly. Cans the 3.
Boy, when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
So a close game sees New York take this one. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And that about wraps it up for Clark.
Just because I'm losing doesn't mean I'm lost. Doesn't mean I'll stop. Doesn't mean I'm across. Just because I'm hurting.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, strut walking, a little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious, somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is a party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it always. Throw music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INT.
According to sources within the league office, you have just been named the conference's Player of the Week once again. Who do you most credit for this award?